Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 2 Crystal Souls. We're in Olgai, the capital, I guess, of the Vanatae down here, in their caves, and we're going to talk to some more people. Starting with Ortalate. The male sitting at the end of the table has 3 wave blades and a dozen razor discs spread out before him. He is polishing and sharpening one after another. When he gets to the end of the row, he starts over again. I am Ortalate. His voice is grim. He's not happy to be talking with you. Excuse me, may I speak with you? I am the guardmaster of Olgai, and I don't have time to deal with outsiders, guests or not. Why don't you find one of us who is interested in you? What do you think of humans? Isn't it pretty obvious? I don't trust humans. I don't want to speak to you. Some of us do trust you. You go bother them. Who trusts us then? He snorts. Fools like Gni. He's been wandering around saying how interesting humans are. He said something about their empire once. Go ask him about it. I'm sure he'd love to talk to you. He goes back to sharpening his blades, ignoring you. Alright. I mean, fair enough. Can't really blame them for not trusting us yet. Although most people are surprisingly open-minded. Also, I've not seen this guy who is presumably or is supposed to be wandering around. No, that's Spider. She did say that Gni was wandering around the corridors to the southwest? Huh. Maybe he's in one of these rooms. Yes indeed. An unusually bulky Vanatae sits alone in this quiet, dusty hall. He reclines at a table and watches you approach. I'm Gni, he mutters. He is truly fascinated by you. He stares at your body with an unnerving intensity. Why are you staring at me? I'm interested in outsiders. Like us. Not like us. He speaks quietly. He is clearly nervous about something. Why are you interested in me? He leans close to you. You're humans. There are lots of interesting sorts of humans. I love hearing about the different tribes of humans. What tribes they are from? He watches you carefully, seemingly waiting for something. I am from Avernum. He backs away. Oh, then I suppose that is interesting. He turns away. Oh, so he's only interested in Imperials? Okay, I'm sure I'm from the Empire. On the surface, I guess originally we are. I don't really know the backstory of the 4 of us. If we were recently banished, or if we were banished to Avernum before the banishing stopped. Maybe. Oh, good. He starts to speak very quietly. He looks very nervous. I thought you would never get here. I left the key for you in Avit. It's in the old twisted tree behind the barracks. He looks around. Now go. I'll be suspected if I'm seen talking too much to humans. I mean, obviously he's working with the Empire somehow. Somehow they made him a spy for them. That's interesting. I'd really like to know what that key is for that I found a long time ago. But unfortunately, the only dialogue option proves that our characters are complete idiots. Why? Are you doing something wrong talking to me? I have said what I need to say, now go. Huh. Well, I guess we... Oh, difficulty 13, wow. I guess all we can do is keep looking around. Keeping our eyes open and hope that we eventually run into that... into wherever we need that key, naturally. So this is called Olgai. And here we have a door that requires 13 tool use. I really need to start working on that. Getting that skill higher. Ublis Irno, oh. You meet a Vanatae male in intricate robes. He wears the same flowing poncho as all of the Vanatae, but covered with a bold pattern of lines. He says, I am Ublis Irno, honored healer of my people. I've never met a Vanatae healer before. I am the only healer who is currently awake. Oh wow, that must make you very busy. Thus it is unfortunate that I only have 1 patient. I have time to heal you if you wish, for a small donation. Are others being woken up now? We are waking up our tribe as fast as we can, but it takes a long time and is dangerous, as you can see. He points at his patient. What is wrong with your patient? His name is Kifme. Kifme. Okay. He was attacked by Kytrax while awaking some of us. He'll live, but for a while he'll wish he hadn't. Oh, that's unfortunate. Have you been able to inspect any aliens this closely? No, I've heard some things about humans. They are pink and soft. Well, I guess, yeah. I also hear that there are similar creatures called Nephilim and Sliths. Honestly, both Sliths and Nephilim are less similar to us than the Vanatae are, but sure. You do have a Nephil before you. Ublis Irno is thrilled at the prospect of meeting an actual Nephil. He stares openly for several minutes without the slightest trace of embarrassment. Fascinating, very nimble creature. You're also in the presence of a Slith now. Ublis Irno is fascinated. Marvelous! What scales! What musculature! A fantastic specimen, isn't he? Unfortunately, he still keeps dying a lot, but, you know. May I buy some of your healing services? Apparently so. Slightly expensive. I don't know. Group heal can be really useful. Healing potions, I feel we have plenty of. So, no thanks. Oh, hi, wounded Vanatae. A savagely scarred Vanatae fighter slumps back on a stool. He's clearly in agony. He moans very softly. Give me. Weak. Must sit. What did this to you? He looks up at you. Kite wreck, he mumbles. Lots of them. But we beat them. We won. I'm glad you won. He mumbles incoherently. He must have been given some sort of powerful pain-killing herb. You leave him in peace. Yikes. Did I try? Oh no, I never tried entering this place. When you try to enter the council chamber, which I'm clearly not game, what are you talking about? One guard stops you and another nervously enters to announce your presence. You hear several minutes of animated argument, escalating to loud shouting. Then it dies down abruptly. The guard returns looking deeply unsettled. They say you can enter, he says, barely believing his own words. Okay. Yeah, I will, but I was really on my way here. To Rigitas. A Vanatae woman sits at a long table, covered with all manner of mushrooms and herbs. She is busily sealing sticky lumps of savory fungus in stone jars. I am Rigitas. Welcome to my shop, outsider. What are you preparing? She holds up 2 stone jars. I have fine preserved mushrooms for you to buy, if you are interested. Why do you use stone jars? The best way to preserve the food that I've found. I cannot always get the supplies I need, so I use what I can. How long will they stay edible? A minimum of 3 centuries is expected. Oh, okay. You're really thinking in the long term. We Vanatae make caches to last for a long time. That is why my kitchen has so much equipment. Okay. How are your mushrooms? Only the best. Large, soft, well-treated, and very energizing. And few harmful hallucinations. Okay, but lots of harmless hallucinations, probably. Let me buy some mushrooms, please. Okay, it's just... Unfortunately, only the standard mushrooms. Well, thanks, but no thanks. Okay. Well, I guess that concludes all the places I can visit. There is still this teacher or trainer who wasn't willing to actually teach me until I get permission or something. Can you guys please let me through? Thanks. Wow. Seriously. There we go. That was unnecessary. You enter the council chamber to the Vanatae people, the first humans ever to do so. The council chamber of the Vanatae people, the first humans to ever do so. Before you is a huge stone table at which sit 3 Vanatae lords, old and wrinkled. There are 2 males and 1 female. They beckon for you to approach. You do so. Oh. Okay, that we were positioned there automatically. The woman says, Welcome, humans. Despite my 2 friends' objections, I and our honor have demanded you be allowed to enter. I am Prosisbok. Welcome. She indicates the younger of the 2 men. This is Glantrisbok. He nods, scowling. She begins to introduce the other man, but he cuts her off. Glantrisbok says, I can speak as well as you, Prosis. I am Glantrisbok, alien. Prosis wants you here to determine if all the persons of the upper caves are pallid, worthless, honorless thieves and vermin, or not. Von Irno brought you here for that reason, and here you are. Yes, we have brought you here to scry you. We will look inside your paltry spirits to try and understand you and estimate your worthiness. It is not harmful, but will let us know some measure of your spirit. Prosis nods. Time is short, violence is everywhere, and the need to know is great. Will you permit us to look I can't read. Will you permit us to look inside you? She looks at you, hopefully. I mean, obviously this needs to be done at some point. It's not a fair request. I can't agree to this. I mean, no, you can inspect me. I don't have anything to hide. The moment you mutter assent, the council members close their eyes. Suddenly, racking pain lances through your minds. Oh. Didn't you say it wasn't harmful? I consider pain harmful. You drop to your knees. It may not be harmful, but it sure hurts. You start remembering your lives, your arrivals in Avernum, your struggles to survive, your training, your triumphs and failures, and, most vividly, your fight against the Empire. The memories are more intact than you had suspected. The dredging up of your life stories continues for how long you cannot tell. Fortunately, the Council has some idea of what you consider private. Okay. It only touches the high and public points, leaving the shadowy recesses of your minds alone. Then the pain becomes too much. You black out. You awaken to find Avernite kneeling by you, bowls of water in their hands. Pillows have been placed under your heads. Well, that's very nice of them. You stand shakily and see the council. The face of Process is lit up in triumph and relief. The two men look profoundly worried and disturbed. Then Process speaks. It is clear that humans are more complicated than we estimated, and that we must begin efforts to find the actual perpetrators of the crime against us. This empire seems a hostile force we should look at carefully. For now it has been decided that the barriers in your caverns will be dissolved. Wow, okay. Just like that. We know better what is happening now. Their purpose has been served. This is an incredible relief. Actually, if they could keep up the barriers around where the Empire is, that would be really, really helpful. But oh well. I guess beggars can't be choosers. Now you may return to your lands. She points at the door in the eastern corridor. We created a portal between your lands and ours, in expectation of war. Perhaps it may be used for other purposes. One can only hope. The portal is permanent. You will be able to return through it. This is important, for we have an offer to make you. We ask you to recover our crystal souls and return them to the shrine to the southwest, their home. If you can recover all three of them, and if you of Avernum were not the thieves, we will lend our support to you in the war against the Empire. Our numbers are small, but our power is great. No doubt. Elohibok stands to speak. Actually, that name has not been mentioned to us before, but somehow we still know his name. We were very disturbed by the book you found in the Avernite's possession, a book of clearly human origin. It is possible that the band of Avernite are dealing secretly with humans. Oh yeah, by the way, you have one of those right here in your tower. That would be truly horrible. If you find evidence of this, bring it to us immediately. Glantrasbok speaks. We still do not trust you, but it is clear more is happening than we understand. We do not know why Avernite attacked you at the River Fort ruins. We know nothing of their actions. They were not of us, and their presence was very disturbing. Be careful. The Avernite people may be no more united of purpose than the humans. Elohi chimes in. And should you find evidence of the location of one of our crystal souls, bring it to us with all speed. We may be able to give you aid in recovering it. Finally, Process speaks. Remember, we will stop at nothing to rescue the spirits of our ancestors, and if you help us, our rewards will be great. Thank you for the risks you took in coming here. But, she says, sadly, sitting, the worst is ahead for all of us, I'm sure of it. Glantris and Elohi nod at this, and then they say no more. Wow, that was a lot of experience, and... Okay. Destroy the mysterious barriers. All-Guy Council. Quest received. Recover 3 crystal souls. Alright. Yes. The Avernite Council and All-Guy promised to do great things for Avernum if you could recover the 3 crystal souls that were stolen from them. The souls should be taken to the Shrine of Crystals, which is southwest of All-Guy. Speak with the Council again. Okay, I was planning to do so anyway. You meet a tall, stately Avernite woman, wearing the thin gold torque all the Boks wear. She is the only member of the council who stood up for you, but she is cautious when you approach. You still have much to prove. I am Process Bok, friend of the Avernite people. Oh no, I guess she's addressing me. I am Process Bok, friend of the Avernite people. I will be friend to you if you prove yourself worthy of our trust. We should not have attacked Avernum so quickly. Thanks for admitting that. What do you do for the Avernite? I contemplate for the direction our people will take in this time of turmoil. I look for the direction we may travel to find peace. Then I make my recommendations to the council. Often we disagree. Why are you seeking peace? Why wouldn't you? Living in these caves is a hard thing in the best of times. War makes it nearly impossible. What ideas have you come up with? I contemplate our direction to take in the future. Whom to attack, how and when, and whether the group we are attacking is the right one. Alas, our targets aren't always the correct ones, as you now know. Why did you attack Avernum so quickly without even trying to contact us? That was unfortunate. Glantris and Elohi fear and dislike humans, although they can still be rational when faced with facts. Rentar Irno is much the same way, and is much more powerful. Ah, that person. Exactly how powerful is Rentar Irno? She is the greatest of our mages. She created the barriers in your lands, and she constantly looks for ways to defend our people and assault our enemies. She is difficult to control at times, but she is truly our greatest strength. Where do you think the lost crystal souls might be hidden? I don't know. It is important to admit when one is ignorant. Speak with others on the council and give me time. I will try to learn more. It seems like everyone we have met knew about our journey to your lands. That's true. Most people anyway. That is because we watched everything. We saw every step of your journey using our magic viewing crystals. We judged you by the courage you showed during the perilous trip. Could I use the viewing crystal? At this point, it would not be for the best. When all 3 crystal souls are returned, perhaps. Okay, then I will officially be granted permission. Maybe I'll also be given the key to this door. Well, that's all for now, thank you. A tired Vanatai, perhaps middle-aged, stares at you with huge pale eyes. I am Elohi Bok, servant of the Vanatai people. He wears a delicate golden torque. Elohi was silent during your interrogation, and he is mostly quiet now. He watches your movements silently, fascinated by your alien form. What are you working on? He holds up a thick sheaf of papers, covered with calculations, notes, and thick blocks of cramped handwriting. It has fallen to me, I'm afraid, to ponder the future. What do you predict will happen in the future? Beyond the wars, the caves now are very different from what they were when we began our last resting. There are humans now, and Nephilim, and Nepharim, and the Sliths, and the other races you told us of. And only we can hibernate. One day, I fear, we will fall to squabbling. How often do the Vanatai hibernate? Every few centuries, to give the caves a chance to regenerate. Life down here is hard, as you no doubt have found. The resources we require to live are limited. Squabbling over the caves? Yes, we are only one of many tribes, and there is only so much space in our caves. The future may be ugly. The question is whether you all may one day be happier on your surface. Many Avernites would be happier on the surface. That is where you belong. I suspect we will need to fight the Empire one day. When we do, the battle may continue to the surface. Perhaps you will then be able to return there. He looks down at his notes and back up at you. I cannot be sure, but in the long run this may be the only way for us all to have peace. Well, I mean, if you're willing to fight with us against the Empire, I have no objections there. Where do you think I should look for the Crystal Souls? I spend every spare moment trying to answer that question. As yet I have learned nothing. Speak with others of the Council. They may know more. Did you want me to be brought to Vanatai lands? I feel that it was a foolish act. It revealed us to the humans and brought us no gain in return. Were you to recover a crystal soul, I might change my opinion, but I have little faith in you. Oh. Well, excuse me. Glantrisbok. The stern-aged leader of the Vanatai sits at the end of the table, lost in thought. He still doesn't trust you, but he is at least willing to tolerate your presence. I am Glantris, a Bok of the Vanatai people, and their sworn protector. May I ask what you are thinking about? I am contemplating the reasons why some of you humans have decided to dishonor us. That is a good question. I can't really imagine what they might want with those crystal souls. Maybe they don't know what exactly they are, and just stole them because they look valuable or something. I don't know. What do you think the reasons might be? My theory is this. Many of the Boks have had magical powers, and these powers were retained by their crystal forms. The thieves may have felt our ancestors to be little more than precious magical items. I mean, in a way they are. He seems repulsed by the notion. You humans greatly value your magical items. I shudder to think the spirits of my predecessors could be considered mere stones, trinkets. What sorts of magical powers do the Crystal Souls have? They could use all the spells they could cast in life, and many more. The thieves must have been powerful to avoid being slain by the Crystal Souls outright. That doesn't sound good. What do you think of Avernum? When all 3 of the Crystal Souls have been returned, it would be best for you to ask that. Question. That's a weird way to phrase that. Until then, I will be unable to regard you surface invaders with anything but honest loathing. Okay, at least he's honest. Do you have any advice on how to find the Crystal Souls? I think I do. Oh, really? We have been watching you, Avernites, you call yourselves? We here speak often of a female of the human species, a powerful one, named Erica. If she is skilled in magic, she may be able to help you track the souls down. Okay, I will speak with Erica. Oh. Quest received. Oh yeah, okay. Quest received, ask Erica about stones, and travel to Erica. Both of which are kind of closely related. Yes, her lands are remote, but there is one who speaks with her. We know of him from our snooping. Is this a word? Yes. The wizard's name is Solberg. He is near your Formello city. Okay, thank you. That is actually helpful. Hopefully, Solberg will now will actually let us enter. Unlike last time. Oh. Treasure chamber. Right. Yep. Oh, this one can be picked. Interesting. Alright. This is a portal chamber, of course, that I was told about. Was there something else I wanted to do? I mean, yes. Yes, there is. I guess now that we're officially done here and allowed to return to the surface whenever we want, I still want to check out the last remaining place down here. How much more? Oh, there's actually quite a bit more to these caves. Over this way. What is this? This was once a small Avernite farming village. Now it's a jumble of loose, overgrown stones. You check the odd masses of fungal matter, but none of them are edible or useful. There are some... Oh, there's a digging spot. There's also some vermin here. Several huge slugs are scavenging the corridor. You try to evade them, but they're much faster than they looked. Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly trying to avoid them. Giant cave slug. Okay, it looks like you might be able to kill them. Okay. Oh boy. Heal. Try to disable at least a few of them. Okay, one is dead. 2 are dazed. This should be enough. Heal. Oh no! God damn it. I didn't expect her to take that much damage. Bummer. Okay, that's not enough cave lore. Valentine lands. Oh man, I didn't leave enough room on my freaking digging spot. I don't know. Valentine lands. Digging. Where is this? Northwest. Fall guy. Right. Actually, more northwest of the crypt. I don't know. I guess I'll maybe remember. As long as I know that there is a digging spot, I can just run around until I find it again. We should be able to kill these slugs, though. I mean, again, we could just be hanging back here and let them waste most of their first turn, or rather, avoid most of their attacks, so that we can do something like this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The first attempt certainly looked more promising right away. Let's try that again. Oh, that hit all of us. Really? Yeah. Okay, let's leave them for later. Oh. Oh crap. I did not see you at all. We have dealt with spore beasts before. They are still nasty though. Although... maybe not that bad. Okay, that's not good. Uh-oh. Kill it. And he died to freaking acid. Okay. Yes, that's a... oh, what? This time it asked me to... whether I wanted to avoid those? Huh. Alright. If you say so, game. This was a flat stone bridge suspended over the river by thick pillars. The center section of the bridge has collapsed, but the support pillars remain. Okay, which doesn't help us, but of course there was this quote-unquote secret passage here. This is a just barely usable bridge crossing over the river. Your weight seems to threaten to crumble it at any moment, but you manage to cross it safely. Huh, let's hope that it bears us at least one more time on the way back. Okay, we got more sludge golems here. You gaze in awe upon several enormous fungal creatures twice your height, shambling down the corridor. The thick tendrils reach out, grab anything living they can reach, and drag it to a massive maw. They are dangerous, but very slow. You could easily evade them. Are those not the same things we saw before? Oh no. Shambler. Oh boy. What have I done? 24% hit chance. Yep. Okay, these guys are out of our league. I doubt I can daze them. Daze resistant. So they're not immune to it. Huh. Well, the game is pretty explicitly telling me to get out of here. This looks fascinating. Tomb of Delrinbok. Okay. There's movement among the growths of the fungal forest. How charming. Some of the mushrooms are running to greet you. I wouldn't call that charming. Also, these things can't move, right? So as long as we hang back here, we should be fine. I mean, the poison is still annoying, but not a lot more than that anymore. And we can pretty safely deal with these things like this. In fact, we might be able to just fight them normally. Okay, they do deal a lot of damage, but so do we. Nice. Oh, this looks like a large group of enemies. Small floating fungi are attracted by your movement. Floating? Okay. It's just spore beasts though. So we might be able to deal with them. Especially if we can do that. The encounter difficulty is very variable here. That... oh, okay. Didn't realize he had another free action. This is actually bad. He's about to die. Unless we can do this. He's still gonna die though. But at least he got the experience. Worth it. Okay. Yeah, I got the message. We are going to get out of here for now. I could visit this shrine here, but I guess I'm gonna save that until... oh, actually, we also never entered the ominous crypt. I mean, this place is close enough to where we are supposed to be that I feel like we might have a chance actually doing something there. I want to at least take a quick look. Yeah, the Shrine of the Crystals I'm going to leave until we actually have at least one of the Crystal Souls to bring back there. Hello? Greeting? No? No greeting? Tomb of Draglavus and Orita. Robbers will obtain our curse and their crystals will shatter. Well, we don't have crystals that you can shatter. So... I guess we're free to rob. Are these... yeah, okay, these can't be opened. I could also try not actually stealing anything. At least for now. Several well-preserved Avernite mummies have been laid out on the floor in these nooks. Okay. I mean, stealing their stuff seems pretty wrong. In the coffin you find a single carefully preserved Avernite mummy. Bowls filled with... why do I keep saying that wrong? Bowls filled with long dried out food and offerings surround the coffin. There is a ring around the corpse's finger. No, I'm gonna leave it. Obvious trap is obvious. A large statue of Avernite watches the passage. You would almost swear that it moved a little bit as you approached. Past the statue? I mean, I didn't steal anything. As you try to walk by, you notice that the statue has a strange symbol at its base. You recognize it. It marks the statue as depicting a leader deserving a respectful observance. Fortunately, you know that what this means. You walk up to the statue. Its eyes glow red. You bow deeply. The eyes stop glowing. You are free to pass. The Vanatae have a strong sense of honor, and a strong sense of the amount of honor they are due. This statue is not here to act as a trap, but simply to make sure that proper respects are paid. Now that you have given it its due, you're free to pass. Okay, so that I suppose that's where our Vanatae lore came into play. Guardian statue. Okay. So far so good. This room is dominated by its fountain. Water shoots out of the south wall, sails through the air in a graceful arc, lands in a pool, and runs out of the room to the north. Surrounding the room are niches filled with Vanatae mummies. As you pass under the fountain, a wall slides into place over the door you entered. Over the door you entered through, locking you in as the mummies ahead of you rise and attack. Okay. Well, this is bad. Whites we have dealt with before. The Revenant seems pretty tough. Okay, 36% hit chance is not great. The cleaving is problematic, to say the least. Okay, Revenant can also cleave. Wonderful. I guess that that tells me that we're supposed to not be here yet. The junk on the floor here may have been the possessions of the deceased when they were alive. There are clothes that crumble at your touch, empty stone jars, broken weapons, and other items of minimal value to you. Why? Oh, I guess I never got close to this place before. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna leave these Vanatae caves and the remaining dungeons for the time being, and look around on the surface a bit more. That's obviously what I'm expected to do, and, you know, might as well make some progress instead of throwing myself against unlikely odds. You immediately recognize what this is. It's a magical portal. It's very small but very intense. It hurts your eyes to look at such a powerful concentration of magic. It looks strong enough to carry you a very long way. Well, let's hope that's true. You step into the portal and immediately feel like you're being torn apart. Waves of energy pick you apart, dismantling and relocating every bit of your being. Then, when you think you can't stand it anymore, you return to reality. You find yourself in a human building with human furniture, facing several very startled humans. Some are wizards and some are guards. Fortunately, quick talk keeps them from butchering you. You are bundled off for questioning. Soldiers of Avernum grill you about who you are, where you came from, and what you were doing there. They don't believe a word of what you say until they cast truth spells. Okay. Several hours of questioning you leaves them stunned, to say the least. You are given a meal and a bed for the night. The next day you are asked more about the Vanatae, about their homes and their weapons, and especially about the crystal souls. After a time they tell you that you are in the Tower of Magi. Okay, that's what I expected. Eventually you finish speaking with you. They finish speaking with you. You are taken to your room and told to stay out of the way while they figure out what to do about the Vanatae. You're finally home. It would seem, however, that Avernum's troubles are only beginning. The danger will remain as long as the crystal souls have not been returned. When you want to return to the Vanatae lands, the portal back to Olgai is in the southeast corner of the Tower of Magi. Okay, wow, that was a lot of exposition. Okay, Tower of Magi. Let's see if the layout is still what I kind of remember. My quarters. Okay, I now officially have quarters in the Tower of Magi, interestingly. Also, achievement unlocked, the return. Only now? Okay. Now that you've rested and recovered from your ordeal, you begin to step out and explore the Tower of Magi. Someone has left a note on the door for you. It reads, "Please come and see me in my chambers as soon as possible." They are on the second tier. Madavi. That's not a name I recognize. Interesting. So I assume quite a few things will have changed here. What the hell? I was sure the corridor was blocked here. What are those? Buckets with, I don't know, coal? Huh. Interesting. Tower Secretary. Oh, indeed. Kellner, hey, we know you. You meet a young man in mage's robes. He walks up and shakes your hand. I'm Kellner, the tower secretary. Glad to see you're up and about. This is one of the men who questioned you after you teleported back. Hope you've adjusted well to life back in Avernum. Ready to get back to work. Help us out and so on. Sure. What does the secretary do? Right now I'm writing a message to send to Solberg, telling him of your exploits among the Vanatae. As secretary, I'm the liaison between the tower and the Avernum government. I write letters, pacify bureaucrats, and pass on orders. What sort of orders? Occasionally, the bureaucrats have something tricky and magical they need done. Then they tell me about it and stick me with finding someone to do the dirty work, or bloody work. So, if you ever are in need of a mission, just ask. Oh, we always are. Who is Solberg? He's a member of the Triad, but trapped in his tower far to the north. And he's a good friend of mine. I hope this letter can get to him. I'm not allowed to tell you more, I'm afraid. Well, thankfully, we already know all we need to. I hope. How can I help you out? There is something you can do. There is a serpent cult situated to the northeast. If you can slay its high priest, report back to me and I will put in a word to get you a higher clearance. It is the best I can do. Alas, we know little about the cult. Aid us and I will do my best to make your life easier. The serpent cult, huh? So are those humans worshipping serpents? Maybe sliths? Or is that a slith cult? I guess we'll find out. Oh, or maybe he'll tell us right now. What has the cult been up to? Some months ago, a patrol traveling the tunnels to the northeast disappeared, then another. Spies and magical scrying revealed a band of renegade sliths, led by a powerful high priest, running some sort of perverse snake temple up there. They're dangerous, and we need them removed, period. Fair enough. Have you always been the secretary here? No, once I was a lowly student. Then the Archmage, Linda summoned a powerful demon here. We could hold it, but we couldn't control it. We were all in great danger. I found adventurers and helped them dispatch the creature. As a reward, I was promoted to this post. Nice to hear that he was actually rewarded. What happened to Linda? He shudders. I prefer not to talk of her. She has been taken far away. She is trying to worm her way back into the Tower of Magi, but I'm doing everything I can to prevent it. Giving her a chance to do such harm again would be madness. Okay, maybe we'll have to deal with her in some way or another before this game is over. Kellner is still here and still friendly. Anything else I can help you with? I'd really like to help if possible. Thanks to your deal with the Vanatae, you've really become rather important. Well, I would think so, yeah. I got a note from someone named Madavi. She wants us to come see her. Ah, yes, she was very eager to speak with you. She is of the Triad, the 3 mages who lead the tower. Her chambers are on the 2nd tier. To get there, leave my office, walk east to the fountain, go up the stairs to the north, and then west. 2nd door on the left. What? Walk east to the fountain, up the stairs to the north, and then west. Gotcha. I would like to return to the Vanatae lands. Eventually. I'm not surprised. The portal you arrived through is in the southeast corner of our tower. Has anyone else been using it? There are high-level negotiations going on between King Micah and Olgai. I am not important enough to know a single thing about them. Okay. Also, I would really like to read this. Is that a thing that you can do for me? How does this even get opened? There's no visible mechanism for that. Okay. Tower guards. Oh, hello there. When you touch the book bound in green leather on the platform, your hand gets a painful shock. You jump back. Ow. God damn it. That would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Oh well. Okay, this must be the fountain. Yep, this is where he was standing before. This place certainly looks different. Private chambers. Prince quarters. Okay, another name I don't recognize. More tower guards. Another hidden switch. Well, plenty of hidden switches. Thick book on this pedestal. Try to decipher. You open the book. As you watch, the words rapidly fade from the page. Soon you are staring at blank paper. You close the book and open it again, quickly. The writing is back, but it fades away again. You must not be allowed to read this book yet. That much is obvious. Okay. Difficulty 10. Unidentified portal to Avernite lands. Authorized personnel only. I guess that means us. Teleport back to Olgai? Yep. At least I survive. Okay. Well, let's start taking notes. Tower of Magi. Door. 10. And on we go. At least the general shape is the same, but... Was this corridor this long and empty before? Well, this is certainly different than it used to be. I mean, in a way I appreciate that they didn't just recycle all the old maps from the first game, but in another way it seems weird that all these places have changed this much in only a couple of years. It seems a little bit hard to believe, you know. Well, I mean, these guys, or... Actually, I don't know. I don't remember these names. Vincent, I don't know, maybe, but not Pigrin? Pigrin? A large woman with close-cropped hair and a confident mien sits behind the counter. Books are stacked on either side of her, and a set of well-used alchemical equipment is close to hand. I'm Pigrin, the sage. She gives you an imperious look. My skills are considerable, and I will put them at your disposal. Okay, cool. Exactly what services do you offer? She makes a small grunting noise, annoyed by the interruption. I sell knowledge. What sort of knowledge do you sell? The way to create powerful potions, put at your disposal. You must provide the ingredients, of course. My time is valuable. Fair enough. Can you make a potion for me? Indeed she can. Healing elixir, curing elixir, energy elixir, armor elixir. Okay. I mean, armor elixir has some use. Healing elixir, sure. Energy elixir, yeah, right. They are pretty expensive. Everything requiring grey mold, actually. It's a little bit... I don't know. Grey mold is obviously the most rare, the rarest ingredient. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to make any of those with that. There might be better options. There's a wrinkled, wiry human sitting behind the counter. He deftly and effortlessly mixes a variety of bubbling, hissing concoctions. Welcome to my shop. Call me Vincent. What are you cooking? Oh, well, I prepare and sell scrolls and potions. You can buy some if you want. Is it difficult work? Tricky mostly, but the mages here can't get enough of my work. When an experiment goes wrong, it's my healing potions that help cure the horrible, agonizing damage. He sighs. It can be difficult to get ingredients, though. Any way I can help? I suppose. Most of the ingredients I can find by myself. However, I really could use a black drake fang. Oh, okay. That makes two of you and one of the Avernite downstairs, down in their caves. Some rare drakes in the northern islands occasionally grow a single tooth of a material like onyx. Bring one to me and I can help you in return. Vincent continues to work. Can I purchase some of your wares? I can. Slightly expensive. Invulnerability potion for 800. Good to know. Speed elixir 400. It's actually somewhat affordable. I mean, both of these are. I wonder if I should just buy them right away. I have a lot of money right now. Although that can change. Oh, wait, that's even a speed elixir. Speed potion is even cheaper. I mean, there's no reason not to buy these just now. Okay, good to know. The lower tier potions are actually quite affordable. Can you make custom potions for us? I am too busy, but a Pigrin can help. He points at the other woman in the workshop. Okay, thanks. Oh, what is this? You flip through the book. It is very well worn, as it's been carried a long way. As if it's been carried a long way. The recipes inside are written in code so that you can't steal Pigrin's alchemical knowledge. The ingredients are, however, plain to read. Healing elixir, grey mold. Okay, that just tells us the ingredients for the things she can make. Hello, Brentford. You must lean over and look between the counters to find the shop's proprietor. He's back there, all right, a tiny gnome of a mage. lost among piles of items, both treasures and worthless knickknacks. When he sees you, he walks out and grins at you. I'm Brentford. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Exactly what do you do? I deal in miscellany. Bric-a-brac of all descriptions. My stock changes every day, every minute even. You can purchase something you like or sell me something you don't. You have but to ask. Is there much call for stuff around here? Down in Avernum, quality equipment is hard to find, or any equipment at all. I mean, that's not strictly true. That's why people come to me. I have a good eye for junk. I'll pay a fair price for any of your goods, if you know what it is, that is. Sure. Let's do some trading. Slightly expensive. I mean, piercing crystal, sanctification scroll, which we don't need, stone shatter, which we don't need. Huh, we could buy the fine leather here to use in crafting. That seems worthwhile, because those are certainly going to be in limited supply, so I guess I'm going to take that one. That's fine. Okay, this used to be the temple, and looks like it still is. Mother Clarisse. Okay. You meet an elderly woman in clean, elegant robes. Snowy white hair flows down her back. She wanders around the temple, seemingly hearing divine voices you can't begin to detect. She turns to you. Welcome to the temple of the path of the true way, child. I am Mother Clarisse. Tell me about this fine temple. She shakes her head sadly. I watch over this beautiful temple while its younger guardians fight the war. Don't fear, I can give you the same education. I would just prefer to take part in more quiet contemplation. Contemplating what? When the Empire threw me down here, I thought I would waste away the rest of my years in boredom and squalor. Instead, I began to learn and fight. It is tiring and painful, but I don't mind somehow. But I swear to you, before I die, I would give anything to live in quiet times. Well, working on it. The path of the true way? Yes, we are those who seek to reach the true way, beyond this world, beyond what we know. We wish to reach beyond and learn the secrets of those who dwell there. Those who dwell there? You mean demons? No, I mean, yes, demons are out there, but we seek their opposite, those who offer kindness and wisdom. We have never found them. We just keep finding more demons, but we are ever seeking. Okay. Are there others in the tower who tread that path? She frowns. Too few. The wizards are always looking for ways to subdue dark powers. King Micah wants me here to try to guide them into a wiser path. In that way, we have been failures. Tell me more. Recently, the Archmage Linda of the Triad called an infernal of great power to this place. It was only repelled with the aid of several brave adventurers. Since then, we have doubled our efforts to curb the enthusiasm of the wizards. Okay, can you teach me any rituals? She can. For exorbitant prices. Might still be worth to buy one or two. Okay, heal. Mass healing. Oh yes, okay. Expensive or no, I need that one. Mass curing, less so. Ward of Steel. Yeah, actually, we really need that one. I wonder if I should go ahead. I'm sure there must be a cheaper alternative for this, but it's too good not to have. I mean, heal. I don't know. That's just a stronger single target healing, right? I need to go. Yes. 44 to 260. I mean, sure, a higher lower end minimum heal, I should say, is obviously ensures that we're going to heal more on average, but the maximum is so much higher than our current hit points, even for a minor heal, that we don't need the stronger version at all. Mass healing, on the other hand, is certainly beneficial, as is Ward of Steel. That is just more generally useful than Ward of Thoughts, so I'm gonna be using this one as my new go-to ward spell. Yeah, I think I'm okay for now. I mean, it's expensive and it doesn't heal that much. I guess, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and buy Mass Healing rank 2. It only heals for a little bit more. Actually... Huh, weird. It says it adds 10%. But it used to be 40 to 140. And now it's 41 to 145. That's certainly less than 10%. Unless I'm crazy. It should be 44 to 154? Not sure what exactly the math is going on there, but I mean it is slightly better, so I guess it's only going to become even better as we gain more stats and it scales better. These are excess barracks. Nobody has been staying back here for a while. The troops have been transferred to a more endangered area. Avernum has no shortage of them. I guess that's true. These are excess barracks. Yep, okay, I know. Thanks for telling me the same thing repeatedly. Much appreciated. Okay, I guess that concludes everything here. Oh, this lava is new. You step out of the Tower of Magi and into the familiar air of Avernum. This land is your prison. It's a terrible place to live in many ways, and yet it is a relief to return to it. Now that you are, at last, back on familiar ground, the enormity of the tasks facing you overwhelm you. It seems that the fate of Avernum is in your hands. The question is whether you are up to the task. There is only one way to find out. Onward. Indeed. Part 4, the war. The Avernite were clear. If you can recover their stolen crystal souls, Avernum will have a new, powerful ally in the war against the Empire. However, the underworld... Freaking motorcycles. My god. Sorry about that. However, the underworld is enormous. You have no idea where to begin the search. You will have to look for signs of Avernite activity or magic. This might lead you to where the souls lie. In the meantime, you can also look for ways to fight the Empire. They are still here, and their leaders are still strong. Who knows what tricks they are planning to defeat? Avernum? You have endured much and traveled far, yet sadly your journey is just beginning. Indeed, it really feels that way. I mean, I was wondering, been wondering for a while if this game is just like 50% larger than Avernum 1, with basically the entirety of the overworld, changed though it may be, plus the underground sections, the even deeper underground sections of the Avernite caves. I mean, it certainly seems that way. Which, I mean, it's totally fine by me. It's a little bit intimidating, but, you know, I try not to think too much about it and just push on forward. I could leave the tower, but, I mean, I don't need to. I know we're down here. Destroy the Serpent Cult. Meet Maldavi, right. That still needs to be done. Message to Silvar. We can probably finally go about doing that sometime soon. I guess my first destination of travel is going to be northward, back to where we came from. You know, take a look at the Eastern Gallery and whatnot. We have a couple of reasons to return here. Maybe we're strong enough to slay the hidden ogres at this point. We probably are going to be. It's been a long time since we left. Feels like forever ago. Deliver metal bars, right? Yeah, we obviously have to go and try to see Solberg, but maybe Maldavi is going to tell us a bit more about that. Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, but for the time being I'm gonna keep looking around here. Definitely want to explore this place fully, if for no other reason than to pick up any additional quests we might be able to grab here. Okay, this is probably just going to connect to our cell, or our room. Okay, we got some classrooms here. Elrad. A young mage in the robes of an apprentice looks at you with interest. You ask his name. He traces out the word Elrad with his finger on the wall. What's your job? He points at his robes. Oh, I see, and you can't talk, right? He shrugs resignedly. Then he smiles, bows, and walks away. I mean, can't talk as in isn't allowed to, I suppose. Apprentice, okay. Hi there. Yep. Okay. Not allowed to talk. This is one of the Spartan sleeping chambers for the students of the tower. A pallet and a box for their meager possessions are all they have. It's an ascetic life. Okay. Hello, Nathan. You meet a mage's apprentice. He rises to greet you. Welcome, I'm Nathan. He is allowed to speak. He must be an advanced apprentice. Come in, sit down. We can talk about things going on in the world. It's very nice to have someone to talk to. It is. It really, really is. Okay, so what do you do here? I'm an apprentice here. I'm close to graduation. I can speak and spend my time teaching. It's nice being able to talk. I miss talking so much, but I can do it now. It's wonderful. I'm trying to get it out of my system before I go to work on research. What are you researching? I was going to go fight, but they decided it would be better if I helped develop new powerful spells and things instead. It's fascinating work. There's a lot I can tell you about it. I probably won't, not now anyway, but it's very interesting. I'd like to work on that portal. On the portal. That would be the most interesting and useful thing, I think. Can you tell me anything about the portal? The portal, yes. They've made a big portal, and it's in the tower now. And if you know the right incantation, it can send you everywhere and anywhere in Avernum. We are all talking about it. Well, all of us that are allowed to speak. He suddenly stops, looking nervous. Oh, I think I wasn't supposed to talk about the portal. Don't tell anyone, okay? I'd better go. Sorry, bye. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm sure they'll officially tell us about it in just a few moments. Well, actually, this episode is probably should probably end sometime soon. Let's talk to this person and call it an episode after that. Kayanan? You meet a young, heavily built woman in mage's robes. She carries around a cavewood staff with iron caps. From the way she holds it, you guess that it's more to hit people than for physical support. She introduces herself. I'm Kayanan. I am an instructor of the Tower of Magi. Nice staff. Do you work in the tower? Thanks. I never go anywhere without it. I'm a teacher here. I should be at the front, but there you go. What are you teaching? I drill the youngsters in spells as fast as I can, so they can go fight. I also teach magery to those with the money to buy the knowledge. Ah, interesting. How does one become a full-time student here? One must show magical aptitude at an early age, and of course survive the manifestations of that aptitude. Very similar to the Empire, and yet very different. How is it different? The surface only allows one to learn magic after a long period of proving loyalty to the Empire. Learning magic in secret results in banishment to Avernum. That is how I came to be here. Okay. Can you teach me spells? She can. And they're expensive. I didn't expect anything else. Cloak of Bolts. I mean, this time around we actually have an archer. Still, I don't think I want to use this instead of Cloak of Curses. Minor Summon Lightning Spray. Yes, just to have a different, an AoE spell that isn't cold based. Blink. Ensnares nearby foes and teleports you to a new location. I mean, this spell existed in the first game and I hardly ever made use of it. Maybe I should have used it more. I'm gonna reluctantly... Cloak of Blades. Am I gonna use this one? Probably not. Ah, man, I don't know. I feel like I should at least learn them. Well, I mean, Lightning Spray I'm probably gonna use the most, so I'm gonna level that up twice. And yeah, sure, okay. I'll buy this one. I'm gonna leave Minor Summon, because that really seems like something I don't need. And I've burned through half of my considerable financial reserves already, thanks to their steep prices here. But oh well, it's what it is. Okay, this is the Tower of Magi Library, the second largest library in Avernum. The largest is in Patrick's Tower, to the west. Books are rare in Avernum. This collection is an amazing accomplishment. Alas, the tomes are probably too esoteric to benefit you. Well, thanks for getting that right out of the way, game. Dashing all of my hopes that I might have had. Okay, not allowed to read this one either. Cool. And nothing in there. Alright, well, we are going to look around this tower a bit more. Go talk to that person we're supposed to talk to. Can we... Oh, we're being blocked. There we go. Yeah, talk to Maldavi. and maybe get an official assignment, the official task to retrieve those crystal souls. I mean, we already have that, but I guess we weren't tasked by our own people yet, so we'll see about that. Anyway, for the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye!